My first event was in IEM São Paulo. I believe it was still Wings of Liberty, but they wanted to do a show match for the Heart of the Swarm beta. So they sent 4 players. They sent Strelok, Whiterra, Killer, and Grubby. Yeah. Yeah, and they had like this. Besides that, they had this 8-man local Brazilian tournament in the Wings of Liberty, and I really wanted to go. Back then, I was just like mid masters at best. So this was in São Paulo, so it was like an 8-hour bus ride or so. And I was 17 or so. My mom obviously doesn't let me go. She can't go with me, and she doesn't want to let me go. She didn't support it at all until like after a year or so. And I tell my dad, and he's like, "Yeah, you should go," because my dad was always, he was always that kind of guy. Just do it. I told them about it, and I needed to travel on the next day to get there. So he's like, "Okay, you just we'll take you to the bus ride. I'll buy the ticket for you." And at this time, I didn't even tell my mom because she said no, right? So I was kind of like just sneaking in, and then I took the bus there, and I stayed with a friend of an online friend, and he was like pretty far away from the event, and I had to take like an hour subway every day back from the venue to his house and stuff. I had like pocket change in my pocket for food, I was eating like maybe once or twice a day because that's how much money I had, and I ended up qualifying through the open bracket. I think I beat the CJ coach, Trot, because apparently they had some free spots in the open bracket, and they asked if he wanted to play, and he had like a stock keyboard and a stock mouse, and he still qualified. And I ended up qualifying. I beat Tunico in the group stage, and then I just got destroyed by at the time it was CJ Hero, now Root Hero, 2 times. Yeah, not even close. Good times. I think that what changed my mindset to improve even further was when I moved to the root house back in April 2015 or so. I got to watch all these other like established players that I had only like watched online, and I saw them play, and I realized like a lot of things that they were doing that I wasn't. I saw that I had to change a lot if I wanted to improve. For example, Masa, like he emphasized how bad my micro was. And he's like, yeah, you gotta improve this because especially with Terran, it needs to be like a flawless thing almost. And his my multitasking was always lacking as well. And he emphasized that was also like a very important thing for Terran. Basically, he showed me what was more important at what. So yeah, I learned that I couldn't have made that leap without traveling to the root house in the first place. My biggest sacrifice, I think it was probably living away from my family, right? I had never lived without my parents or my brother, so moving away, like half away across the country, I think it was probably like the biggest thing I had to let go. Only seeing them like maybe 3 or 4 times a year. My family had a business back in Brazil when we were still living there, and while I was working at the restaurant as like a bartender slash cashier, I was like playing StarCraft on the side. But when the business closed down, I saw that I had the opportunity to like practice more and maybe try to qualify for WCS. And I told my mom about it, and she was like, well, that doesn't sound reasonable. You're gonna play video games. What is that? She was fine with it as long as I ended up going to the university or college. Maybe I'll study economics or something boring like that. It still remains like that. She's cool with it as long as I end up going back to college eventually. Gracias a todos los fans que me apoyan. Voy a continuar peleando. Síganme en Twitter, es Ruth Kelazhur, en Facebook es solo Kelazhur. Veo ustedes. Ya.